I, 29F, am married to a wonderful man, 30M, who is also the brother of my best friend. Our heights are very different, with me being 6'6" and him being 5'7". All of his family are on the short side, and it led to some adjustments in our living arrangements at first, but we found what worked for us. We realized early on that it was easier for him to use a step stool to reach what he needed in the kitchen than for me to constantly be crouching to get what I need, as that gets painful quickly for me. This was fine until my MIL came to stay with us 2 weeks ago. Her roof needs repairs. My husband and I have a spare room, while my best friend doesn't, so it was only logical she come stay with us. She has constantly been moving things about in the kitchen, lowering items as she doesn't want to use the step stool, which isn't anything to do with her age or fearing she'll fall, she just doesn't want to. She keeps harping on about how it's ridiculous, everything is so high up and it's rude for guests. My husband has repeatedly shut her down, stating my comfort matters more than theoretical guests, and asked her not to move things. She lets it go for a day, then things are moved again. I've expressed frustration to my husband about this, and the final straw came today when I went to make myself a coffee and could not find my coffee mugs anywhere. It took me 5 minutes to find them in my kitchen, and I found them in the lower cabinet that I had to kneel to get them out of. I was angry and snappish at this, as my back had hurt from getting my mug, and I told her if she couldn't stop herself from rearranging my kitchen, she could get a hotel room, as I have had enough of her entitlement. This led to a lot of blustering and some tears that she was just trying to make it make more sense, and how this is her son's home, and how it's just a little reorganization and that they shouldn't all suffer just because I'm tall. She then also began to say how I'm heartless to expect her to stay in a hotel over the holidays. My husband was clearly uncomfortable at this and didn't want his mother upset, but he told her that it wasn't just his home but mine too. And if she wouldn't respect my comfort and happiness, then she would have to leave. She has went into the guest room and I can hear her crying still. My husband is clearly getting anxious and upset over this, but he's not backing down, and I feel awful that my snapping led to him feeling like this. Maybe I should have just put up with it or been more gentle about how I dealt with it. I honestly don't care that she's upset, which may make me sound heartless, but I hate that my husband is feeling this way. My dear friend, I can see that this situation has been a source of great frustration and discomfort for you. Let's take a deep breath and break it down, shall we? Firstly, I want to acknowledge that you and your husband have made adjustments to your living arrangements to accommodate each other's needs. That's a beautiful example of compromise and love. However, it seems that your mother-in-law's visit has disrupted this balance. It's understandable that she might feel a bit put out by the kitchen arrangements, but it's essential to remember that your husband and you have a home to run, and you can't let someone else's preferences dictate your space. Your husband has been clear about your needs and boundaries, and it's not unreasonable to expect her to respect them. Now, I know you feel awful about your outburst, and it's natural to wonder if you should have handled it differently. But, my friend, it's essential to remember that you're not heartless. You're simply standing up for your own needs and comfort. It's okay to express your feelings and set boundaries, especially when they're being disregarded. As for your husband, I can see that he's caught in the middle, trying to navigate his mother's feelings while also being a good partner to you. It's not his responsibility to manage his mother's emotions. That's on her. His job is to support you and your needs, and he's doing that by standing up for you. Remember, my friend, you don't have to put up with someone else's behavior just to avoid conflict. Your happiness and comfort are essential, and it's okay to advocate for yourself. If your mother-in-law can't respect your boundaries, then perhaps it's best if she stays in a hotel. Take a deep breath, my friend, and remember that you're not alone in this. You have a loving partner who's standing up for you, and that's something to be proud of. Now, let's take a moment to paint a happy little picture. Imagine a beautiful, serene landscape with a gentle stream running through it. The sun is shining, and the trees are swaying in the breeze. In this peaceful scene, you and your husband are standing together, hand in hand, with a sense of unity and understanding. Your mother-in-law is in the distance, but she's not causing any trouble. You're all enjoying each other's company, and your home is a place of love and harmony. That's the picture I see for you, my friend, and I believe it's possible.